All those cliches about finding yourself when you travel, they are so accurate. I would not be the person I am today if I hadn't studied abroad.
Studying abroad was a transformative experience because it allowed me to come back knowing a different language, which was crazy. It allowed me to have a family in another country who I still keep in contact with. We still exchange notes and funny pictures from each other. It allowed me to come back with more confidence and know who I am and know that if I'm capable of bus hopping to Peru for 36 hours, then I'm capable of getting through finals week.
I study in a non-traditional location. I studied in Japan, and this has been a great experience for me because it's helped me grow and show that the impossible can be possible. I can travel anywhere I want because dreams do come true when you make them come true.
I've actually wanted to study abroad since high school. It's been a passion of mine for years. And when I originally applied to study abroad, I actually didn't get chosen for my first choice school. And at first that was really difficult to accept because I had my heart set on it. But now looking back on it, I'm able to say that I went to London and I traveled to over 10 countries while I was there. So the experiences that I was given going to London, I wouldn't replace for anything.
Since I was younger, I've always known I wanted to study abroad, but I didn't really know where. And going through this process was not easy. Even though I didn't get selected to my first choice school, I still had an amazing time and I would not change a thing. Studying abroad impacted my life in many ways. I became more confident overall, and I also became more independent. I gained the ability to travel all over by myself and to navigate in countries where English isn't their first language. I was able to travel to over 10 countries while I was abroad. Even though some points of study abroad were challenging, I was able to get through them, and I believe that anyone can. I would definitely recommend study abroad, even if you are a little bit nervous, because you can get through it and you will change for the better.
I would definitely recommend studying abroad because there's so much opportunity to immerse yourself in cultures, and it's personally changed my life because now I'm not afraid to travel and really stick my head out there in the world. I'm really comfortable with traveling now, and I know that I can learn a lot from different people. So that's definitely something that I recommend why you should study abroad.
So my sophomore year, I was going through some stuff and I was set on transferring out of High Point University. I ended up being this professor, second semester of my sophomore year, Scott McLeod, who told me that if I felt like I needed a change, that I should not transfer and I should look into study abroad. And I did that, and I'm so happy that I met him and that he told me to look into study abroad, because if I hadn't met him, I would have left and I would have gone to a school that was nowhere near as amazing as High Point University is. I really think that this is the place for me, and I think if I had transferred, I would have been really miserable. And not only did I not transfer, but I got to go abroad. I got to have an amazing experience, and now that I'm back, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'm more involved on campus than I've ever been in my life. I feel like my soul's like enriched because of this whole experience, and going through rough times in the beginning of college and then persevering and now being really happy and really confident in everything that I'm doing has been a really great turnaround for me. So I couldn't have done any of it without High Point University, Scott McLeod, and the Office of Study Abroad, and I'm so thankful.
When I studied abroad, although I had the best time of my life, the first 2 weeks definitely were not the best time of my life. I was extremely homesick and I was ready to come home. I told my mom that I was done, England was not for me, changed my flight, 2 weeks, I'll be home, I'll see you soon. But gratefully, it turned around. I met some amazing people. The Office of Study Abroad at UEA was extremely helpful. Anything I had a problem with, I went to them. They helped me, classes, accommodations, friends, whatever, I could go to them. My friends really helped me. They showed me a great side of England that I wasn't seeing, and they made me feel at home. I got into that set schedule that I'm used to, and everything just played out from there. Although I am extremely grateful for that experience because it taught me that I did have to grow up at some time. I wasn't going to be at home for the rest of my life. I had to move away from my family, my parents, and this experience showed me that I can grow up, I can move to a different country by myself and be by myself, and everything's going to be okay. I'll be fine. You're going to have those rough days, but the better days are going to trump it definitely.
I never thought I would study abroad. It wasn't even on my agenda when I was going to look at schools, so it was nothing that I really ever expected to come about. But when I got to my junior year at High Point University, I realized I needed a change for myself. And luckily, even though I changed my major 7 times and I was so involved on campus, I had enough credits that I had a kind of, not a gap semester, but I had enough time in my semester that going abroad would be available as an option for me. So I talked to the Office of Study Abroad and they helped me through the entire thing.
So I had such a great experience studying abroad that I truly did not want the experience to end. And I feel like once I returned home to High Point, my experience did not end. I became highly involved with the Office of Study Abroad. I'm actually a student employee, I'm also an international ambassador, and I'm an exchange student Panther Pal. So with international ambassadors, I get the opportunity to attend many open houses and study abroad promotion events, and I try and get students to study abroad at all of our amazing exchange programs that we have on campus. Additionally, I'm an exchange student Panther Pal. This is when an incoming exchange student that's studying abroad at High Point University gets paired up with someone who previously studied abroad, and we try and foster a relationship with them and take them to many new experiences that they wouldn't experience otherwise.
You should study abroad because it changes your life, and that's why everyone should go abroad.